It's deplorable Fagala, and today I want to talk about gag. No, we aren't talking about my toys or my kink play. I'm talking about Gays Against Guns and their new ad against concealed carry. Hey, wait a moment. I mean, gag. Are you saying all those 33,000 deaths are gun violence? Well, let's look at the data. If that's the case, then why does this chart say that there are 21,175 gun suicides, 11,675 gun homicides, and around 786 other gun fatalities per year? Are you trying to be dishonest and conflate gun suicides and gun violence together? I know, you'll find some sort of scientist that you can pull out of your butts, and you'll say that gun suicides are a larger part of gun violence. To those people that say that, I say find a rope and go hang yourself. Note, due to legal liability reasons, please do not hang yourself at my request. And if the media reports your deaths as a case of rope violence from hangings, I will accept that gun suicides are gun violence. Make it worse, gag. Have you been reading novels in the fiction aisle again and then applying that to real life? It's called fiction for a reason. But let's be skeptical, gag. From NPR News, there are 13 million concealed carry permit holders. Of those, there are 921 deaths attributed to those permit holders. 295 of those deaths were suicides by the CCW permit holders. That gives us 626 non-suicide deaths. 21 deaths were in self-defense, giving us a total of 605 possibly innocent homicides out of our 13 million. So in a given 10-year period, the chances of you being killed by a concealed carry permit holder are not 0.00004623. Is it really that dangerous, gag? Or have you been gagging on something for so long, it's interrupting the oxygen flow to your heart and then to your brain? Oh, and by the way, the audio in your video sucks, and if you want to be melodramatic about everything, let me help you out with that. You can thank me later. Aw, you mean federal law trumps state law in matters concerning federal issues? Like how the Civil Rights Act of 1964 made it illegal to discriminate on the basis of race and other factors? Or how, like Obergefell, through the Constitution and federal law, made it illegal for a state to deny marriage licenses to two persons of the same sex and gender. That was so considerate of you, gag. We all now know which laws to tell our congresspersons to support. Thank you. Man, whatever you're gagging on, it must be cutting off a lot of oxygen flow to your brain. Because according to the US Code, specifically the ones concerning the transportation of firearms between states, people can transport firearms between states for lawful purposes. Take it from a pro like me. Get rid of your gag reflex and breathe through your nose. And wash the teeth too. Well, that would be true, unless, of course, if you were to go visit the Law Center to Prevent Gun Violence, an anti-gun organization, and see their page about guns in New York schools. As you can see, additional laws already make it illegal to bring guns into New York schools. What's so bad about a person from another state bringing in their gun to California and carrying it legally per the federal law? If I was a citizen of Utah, its permits are recognized in Seattle. I could go on a gaycation to Key West. I could go to New Orleans. I could go to Cincinnati, Springfield, Missouri. I could go to hundreds of cities and dozens of states. But now you guys are concerned about some random out-of-state folk bringing in their gun to California, where you're not concerned about, Seattle or Key West. Come on, give me a break. That's not what you said last night, when you were on your knees between gags.
Exclusive, a violent beating on a crowded subway train, and apparently nobody tried to stop it. The victims are talking on camera and only on Eyewitness News. This happened on the number 2 train, and police are investigating whether it was a hate crime. Eyewitness News reporter NJ Burkett live on the Upper West Side with more for us. NJ?
And Diana, outside the 96th Street subway station, where the 2 men managed to get off the train and get help. But that help came too late to stop the assault and too late to capture the assailants.
And start beating up crazy, hitting on the floor, kicking his face.
Santa Ana is now back home thanks to a good Samaritan nearby.
He was taken by a man at the playground when his mother wasn't looking. And Eyewitness News reporter Greg Lee is live in Santa Ana with the details on this scary story. Greg.
David, Ellen, like you said, the details are scary. This is the second report of a crime reported at this park involving a child in as many months.
Is warning the public after a tourist was sexually abused, in Central Park in the middle of the afternoon. TV 1055's Alana Gold has video of the suspect.
The NYPD needs your help identifying this man. They say he's wanted in connection with the sexual assault of a 22-year-old woman in Central Park.
Look, gag. I may not have a gag reflex, but a lot of the straight viewers do. And the crapola that you're putting out there right now is seriously triggering a lot of theirs. Take for the nightclub, or whatever business. If an owner is opposed, they can post a sign. They do these in a lot of concealed carry friendly states, and concealed carriers must abide by them, legally. Regarding concealed carry in general, I'm not saying, you'll be attacked at the park, or on the subway, or at a playground if you don't have one. In fact, society is growing safer as we speak. However, we do have police in society, and that is indicative of dangerous persons around. Now, the police can't be everywhere at once. That's why I support carrying a gun. So, Gag, who do you think will protect you from crime? If you look at the reports, the police are only successful 3 to 5% of the time in being able to respond fast enough to a call and prevent harm from occurring or even catching that bad guy. Just look at all the other reports I put in. The police cannot respond fast enough in nearly all the cases. And by opposing concealed carry, you are throwing the tourists to the wolves. And let me be clear, I am not saying I agree with the law 100%. I think that there are certain weaknesses that can be strengthened, such as requiring training for all federally licensed concealed carriers and closing any weaknesses, such as allowing domestic abusers or stalkers or even some violent criminals to carry guns. This is why we have Congress, to review and edit bills before they become law. Now, what is your opposition to concealed carry? Is it the not 0.00004 chance that over a 10-year period some person may go nuts and shoot someone? Well, I have news for you. There's already a bunch of crime in your city, and you are rendering tourists helpless by opposing this law. I'm not saying that you have to carry a gun. I'm for choice. If you don't want to carry a gun, you don't have to. But don't take away my ability to carry a gun to defend my own life from the obvious crime that is out there. This is the deplorable Fagala signing off.